Californication house, baby. So this property is the epitome of what it means to be in California, to live in California, to have like a rock star kind of lifestyle. So I took the liberty of recreating the floor plan of this property, and I'm going to be showing that on screen while we're going through some images and videos of this property. So it's designed by Vantage Design Group, and the interior is done by Victoria Gillet, and I think she has done an amazing job. For a property like this, I want to assume she was involved from the beginning in terms of picking out the major materials used in the construction, finishing of the building itself, and then the furnishes that go into the building, the soft furniture that go into the building as well. So for this, they have used black slate, African slate, and they've used green marble, they've used Travertine stone, and they have used wood ceilings and some wood floors in certain areas, along with stucco walls in other areas. And so I find that this itself is one of the major driving force behind why we like this property. If you look at it very well, um, each of these main materials that I just stated could be the defining material of any property. We've seen properties that are defined by limestone. We've seen properties that are defined by the slate. We've seen properties defined by wood and this certain kind of Japanese woodwork that is called sushigiban. That is where they actually touch the wood and get it to char and turn into black and then use that as a finish on its own. To have them all combined together, that's what I mean by this is beautiful. So we have separated the floor plan by color legend, and color legends are amazing. It just helps you to be able to look at the entire floor plan at a glance and be able to decipher um, how big a space is. So even spaces that have not been physically separated, we have separated using the color legend. And then you on the main floor here, you can see the square area of the motor court, of the garage, of the mudroom, of the room that is attached to the mudroom that could possibly be a server room. Then the main living room area where you have the formal living room and the formal dining room for 12. Then we have the family room, the kitchen. Beyond the kitchen, we have the chef's kitchen. And beyond the chef's kitchen, we have the office. At least it is currently staged as the office, but could easily be another guest bedroom. And then we have the large outdoor space, a lot of square areas in that one. We have 2,255 square feet of outdoor. Then we have the pool of 1,000 square feet, a hot tub of 51 square feet, and a fire pit of about 81 square feet. That's a lot of square footage, just to give you an idea of how large this property is. But yet, the interior designer has made it to feel interesting, even with how large it is. It still feels very interesting. So, not only did I produce floor plans, I also produced identical views that show me reproducing the views from the video tour. Everything you see here was produced off of the video tour, and it is a near accurate, I would say 90%, 95% of what we saw in the video. And so we've been able to piece it together through, of course, my background in architecture and design, and through some modular coordinated elements that I can see on the design. So there's this principle called modular coordination. It's a principle where everything in a house is coordinated around modules. And so if you can figure out through your experience as a designer how modules work, you can always tell the size of something even though you haven't measured it. And so this, what you're looking at, the floor plans of this building, is a testament to exactly that. And so I will give you some views of the reproduce views we have here along with the actual physical views. So if you're interested in having a copy of this for research purposes, for your own private purposes as a student or as an enthusiast, if you have access to AutoCAD, if you want the PDF, if you want the Revit file, just get in touch in the description below. Going to the lower level, where I think is the most interesting level, we have two bedrooms on that level. And the first bedroom, the two bedrooms are near identical to one another. They are both guest bedrooms, and they have a terrace that they open onto. But then on landing in that lower level, if you are going through the staircase that is off of the former living room area, you're landing into a safari lounge. Behind that safari lounge, there's kind of like an empty room that wasn't shown in the tour. It may not exist. It might exist and it was not shown, and it might be a hidden room, like a panic room or some kind of private room for the owner of this house, which is not uncommon for a property of this spec, if you know what I mean. Californication. So moving on, if you go through the safari lounge, through the hidden door, you go into the lobby. Continuing on that lobby, of course, through the video tour, you have a nightclub, you have a large cinema area, and you have a terrace area. Combined together, these three areas are about 4,000 square feet of space. Yeah. The movie theater is about 1,008 square feet. The terrace, the open terrace that you land onto, even from the up the main level, is about 950 square feet. And then the nightclub is about 1,724 square feet. So you can just see the vastness of this space. It's so vast. It kind of reminds you of the one. Miami's the one. It had a nightclub that was also vast, but this kind of reminds you of that. Of course, this is nowhere near the scale of the one, but it's actually big enough that you can still call it a fully residential property, unlike what you would say about the one. So going back to the Safari Lounge, off of the Safari Lounge, you have a room that could be the server room. This actually makes more sense because it's at the lower level of the house, more secured from intruders, more get at table. If I want to use that word, Nick Nick from Alcoholic will appreciate that one. It's more get atable, it's more accessible to someone who is coming to service your servers or take care of your servers. So a house like this has a lot of automated things, a lot of systems that need to run off of a computer server or a series of servers. Going to the upper level, on the upper level, all right, we have the legend as well. And so we have three bedrooms on this level, and they are all off of the lounge at the landing of this level. So on the right side of the landing, we have the elevator lobby and the elevator, and also we have a terrace. That terrace is open to the air, and it's also fully drained, as I'm sure it will be. So if there is rain or snow that gets in there, it drains out without coming into the lounge. Then forward of the lounge is the guest bedroom, and then it has its own terrace and greenery. Then left of the lounge is the junior master and the master. Now the junior master is very good, and it has a possible hidden room in it. I'm not too enthused about the size of the closet in the junior master, to be honest, but the master bedroom is amazing. So the master bedroom has two walk-in closets open to one another, and one is off of the entry area, the other one is off of the bedroom area itself. Then you have two WC areas within the bathroom of the junior master. You have a large shower, of course, with the skylight and large glass enclosure and large rain head. Then you have the vanity top that is, for a lack of better words, vast. It's just vast. Then you have the tub. The tub is a statement piece in this bathroom because it's right at the center of the upper level, and it it's at a position where if all the doors, sliding glass doors are tucked in, you have like a king's view of a king's view of downtown Los Angeles while you're in your bathtub. And that for me something else. So then you have the bedroom itself with a large rotating bed, and it has this orange theme going on. Can just imagine the sunset in this room. How adding sunset to the orange atmosphere of this room, you can just imagine how amplified it's going to feel like. This is more like a vacation every day. So it has a terrace as well that you step down to, and that terrace falls above the garage. So the garage has like a green roof and the terrace over it. So I'm just going to let you see more views of this property as we round up this video. I did this because I love architecture, love designing buildings. It's what I do. I like the fact that I can take a look at any video of any building and reproduce it if I am so inclined. Um, I like to do stuff like this. So while I'm still figuring out where this channel is going to, I may or may not be working on the new Palm Jumeirah property that NSG is at all. I just need this video to garner a lot of likes, a lot of comments. I want to hear what you think, and then I know how to proceed with the other projects of this manner. So this Californication house, big ups to everybody who worked on this house. The design is good. The interior design is even more impressive. What they did with the material is even more impressive. I mean, we've seen California houses that are inclined this way on the Hollywood Hills to look down towards the hills, but we haven't seen one with quite this dexterity in materials and the use completeness of the interior design, the use of colors and textures and greenery and artwork. I mean, without making it too much, without making it boring. It's just, I mean, it's just on another level. So big ups to Victoria Gillet and big ups to Vantage Design Group. You guys have done an amazing job. Big ups to NSU Meza as well for touring this property. As usual, he's doing an amazing job on YouTube. Um, I'll see what we can do with the next project. But for now, thank you for watching. Have an amazing weekend, Easter weekend. I'll see you in the next video.